What's going on, guys? My name's Jason and I'm coming to you today from a sun coming up beautiful Elba, Alabama. And this morning's video is brought to you by my wallet, or at least the guy who put extra $100 in my wallet this morning. See, I was over here this morning minding my own business, over here strapping and securing the set of trailers that I'm taking up to Delaware today. And a guy came up to me and said, hey, listen, so I have a trailer here at this lot that I need brought to my lot down the road about a mile away. And then I have two trailers over there that I need brought back here. Could you do it for me? I'll throw you some cash. So me, it's early in the morning. It's not taking any time out of my, I'm not going to deliver today anyway. So yeah, of course, no problem. What can I do for you? So I picked up a trailer just like this one over here and brought it over to his other lot. Then picked up this one and brought it over here. Then went back over, deadheaded back over and picked up another one that's over here somewhere. And I brought that back over here as well. And I just parked it over there. And for that time, I made an extra $100. So I'm not too mad, guys. This is a really, really good morning for me. I'm pretty happy about it. It took me less than 20 minutes. So technically that's 3 trailers and 2 runs for $100. There's your 3, 2, 1, hit it. Show your support. Like and subscribe. So the sun is just coming up now, guys. It's a really early morning over here. I think it's a little bit past 6:15 a.m. Got everything is secured. Everything's good. About to go start the truck up, and then I'm going to get on the road, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, it's that time of the video where we're actually going to start talking about some stuff. Before we do, though, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, because at the 25,000 subscriber mark, we're going to be giving away a free PlayStation 4 Pro. I do realize that some of the things I've given away on the channel so far are trucking related, and not everybody is a trucker. Not everybody's out on the road. So I want to try and do something a little different here and give away something that's a little bit more personal for your house, or you can use it on the road. But anyways, guys, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and the more videos that you like and comment on, the better your odds are at winning a prize. Let's go ahead and talk. So 150,000 miles, guys. I have just hit 150,000 miles. Today is July 3rd, 2020. I got out on the road with my truck July 31st last year. That's when I got the truck, got out on the road, started moving. So technically I've done 150,000 miles in less than 1 full year, just over. I think it's like 3 or 4 days over that like 11-month period. So anyways, a lot of driving been done in the past year, and we've done some really cool adventures. We've been to some cool places, but it hasn't all been good. There's been some bad. And you know what? I'm going to give you the really quick review on that 150,000 miles. Some of the things that have happened with me with the truck, guys, keep in mind, this is my very first semi. So getting out on the road with it was a little interesting. So starting off, let's go ahead and tell you where we were at with the truck. We bought the truck at the middle of July. Took some time off at the end of July to do a family reunion in New Jersey, then got on the road July 31st. When I first bought the truck, it had a total of 544,192 miles on it. And today on the truck, we now have 694,213 miles. I just crossed over that limit. I actually wanted to try and catch it in the video as it was rolling on the odometer, but I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about it all day long, and I kind of missed it. So it is what it is. It happened, whatever. Let's take a really quick second, check out the sunset. beautiful. I have no idea where I am. I'm somewhere in North Dakota. I probably should have checked that on the GPS, on Google Maps or whatever before I started filming this. But anyway, so let's get into things. So I get out on the road with my truck. Things are going great. I'm out for a few weeks, and this is coming up to like the end of August, and I start running into some issues with the truck. Now, like I said, I bought the truck with 540 something thousand miles on it, and things were going great. Everything was working out pretty good. Because the truck had middle miles, I didn't go with the big huge warranty on it. I bought like a 90-day warranty because I figured, what's going to go wrong? I talked to a bunch of people that have Volvos. They all said that, listen, you're not going to have any problems. If you do, it's probably not that expensive to fix. And of course, coming up to the end of August, I of course ran into an issue. So it's the last week of August, and I'm driving down the road. I can't remember exactly where I was. I think I was heading back down to South Florida. I had just done some grain hauling. Things didn't really work out. I got into power only. I was heading on my way home, and as I'm driving, I get this little red triangle in the middle of my screen on the dash, and it says stop, and it just keeps on flashing, and I didn't know what was going on. So I pull over, I stop, I'm starting to freak out a little bit. What's happening with my new truck? Turns out the coolant was low. Now we troubleshoot, of course. Why is the coolant low? What's going on? After a few days, we find out that the injector cups in the engine are bad. I'm not a mechanic, guys. I'm especially not a diesel mechanic. You can quote unquote parts changer if you want. I can change a radiator, I can change an alternator, some batteries, some spark plugs. I'm not going, head in, taking off the valve cover and messing with stuff. That's not my thing. But anyways, I figured I'm gonna go ahead, get in touch with my warranty company and get this taken care of, right? No problem. So I get a company that's gonna go ahead and take care of it for me. They're down in Florida, which is probably mistake number one. I went to a company down in Florida where there's a lot less companies to work on stuff, so they charge way too much. They go through the warranty company. They basically say, sorry, we'll replace your injectors, but your injector cups, that's on you. So it came out to just under $3,500. And this is I'm not even 30 days in on the road yet. It was just under $3,500 out of my pocket for some really stupid stuff. I also, at that time, I also bought a reservoir for the radiator because it had a small little hole in it. So it might have been leaking out that way as well, but the injector cups definitely were bad. They needed to be replaced. And how do I know that? Because on the other side, I'm now 150,000 miles in, and I have not had a problem since. Now, number two, our second issue that we came into, it wasn't really related to the motor or anything like that, or the actual function of the vehicle. It was my brake chamber blowing while I was in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I was over at I think it's a Flying J. It might be a Pilot. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Was stopped over there, went in, took a shower, got cleaned up, grabbed some food, and as I was trying to pull out of the parking lot, I was following behind trucks, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't move anymore. I'm on the gas, I'm pushing it, or on the accelerator or whatever, because I know somebody's going to say something down in the comment section. Oh, he said gas. Anyway, so I'm on the gas pedal, yeah. And the truck's not going anywhere. I was trying to figure out what was wrong. Troubleshoot, call a few friends. Like I said, I'm new to semis, I'm new to diesel trucks, new to the air stuff. I don't know this stuff at that time, at least. Call some friends. We figure out that it's the brake chamber. They talked me through how to cage it off so I can start driving. I also checked out some videos online, some really cool stuff. I'm actually going to go ahead and try and put the video in here somewhere so then you guys can see which number it was. And if you guys have an issue like that, you can also get your own stuff taken care of, or get yourself at least off of the road. Got myself over to Spartanburg, South Carolina, got an oil change, got the brake chamber replaced, so nothing too bad, but that did happen, so it was a little frustrating at the time. the next thing on line here on our bad list, I was driving, I believe I was somewhere out west. I was somewhere out this way. I think I was in Oklahoma, possibly. We're gonna go with Oklahoma. Driving down the road, I'm in the I'm in the right lane, so I'm in the outside lane, and somebody comes flying by me in the left lane, and just we hit rocks and dirt and stuff. And this guy had no markings on his truck, so he's got no labels, no DOT number, no anything. He also has no mud flaps, and throws a whole bunch of rocks all over my truck. They just through the air, everything's everywhere, and a big rock put a nice sized chunk hole in my windshield. Doesn't leak, nothing like that, but it's a pretty good hole there. I'll also link the video here as well. Moving on though, guys, next on the list, we had some really bad rain. I want to say probably about 5 or 6 months ago. I was out on the road, and the rain was really bad. So of course, getting fuel at the fuel stations, that was definitely going to have some issues. I had a lot of water, I guess, in the fuel from some of the gas stations that I had filled up at truck stops or whatever. And I had to get my my fuel filters replaced. So I went ahead and did that. I also made a video for that. That was on a trip that I was taking from New Jersey out to Washington or Oregon. I was going out that way, so long trip. Had to make sure that everything was okay. Next on the list was when I got back over to the East Coast. I was up in Maine, picked up in Maine. I was going down to Pennsylvania with a load. I'm coming through Massachusetts, and I had actually seen this earlier in the day when I did my pre-trip first thing in the morning. Now, I'm not going to say that when I do a pre-trip, I go by and I actually check the air in every single tire. But I do thump my tires. I make sure everything's okay. Everything looked all right. But on my front passenger side tire, I saw like this little, I don't know, probably like 2-inch. It kind of looked like, how do you describe it? Kind of like, I don't know, like a little slit, like somebody had maybe cut it, but I don't know. The rubber had separated a little bit, and it wasn't anything bad. It was about 2 inches wide. So I didn't really think anything of it. I went ahead and started driving. I got a few 100 miles in, and then as I'm going down the highway, just happened to be in the outside lane, so everything was okay here. My tire just, I hear this loud air just letting out. I'm looking at my dash. I'm waiting for the air to come down. Nothing's really happening. I'm still going, and then I start to feel the vehicle just pull to the right a little bit. So I pulled off the shoulder, started looking at the truck, started making sure everything was okay. And when I came around to the passenger side, I saw the tire was flat. I lucked out here though, because it didn't blow as far as like shred into a million pieces, but it did flatten, and there was nothing I can do. It was in the sidewall. So I had to have a company come out and replace the tires. And then a few weeks later, I actually got the driver's side tire replaced as well. So we got all that done, and it worked out. So getting the first tire replaced, yeah, it cost me around $750. It was around $620 for the tire. And then also having the guy come out, they didn't really charge me a lot for the service, but because they were like right around the corner. He charged me by, I guess, the mileage and the hour. So it worked out pretty well. And then when I got the other tire, I actually got the tire from a guy who actually saw me here on YouTube. He had messaged me a while back. There was a lot of people messaged me, you know, different areas of the country. I had remembered his message, got in touch with him. He was in over near Roanoke, Virginia. So I got in touch with him. He got me a good tire, the same tire. Didn't charge me $6 something. He actually charged me about $450. So it was a really good deal for me. I've also given him a shout out over on Instagram, and we've gotten him some more work, and I've sent a few people over there. So really good stuff, man. Good people. And I guess it kind of worked out for me there. Last thing on the list here, while I kind of walk up the hill a little bit, is going to be 2.5 weeks ago when I was actually out in Washington State. Was having issues with my truck starting. Actually, you could shoot it back about a month and a half ago when we first started having issues. That's in a other video. We had issues with the truck starting, so we replaced the starter, found out it wasn't really the starter. Well, we still had the same issue. The starter was bad, don't get me wrong there. But after replacing the starter, we still had the same issue. We then replaced the batteries because we had low voltage, just because it needed to get done at that time anyway. Then after that, everything sort of kind of worked for a little bit, but then we got out to Washington State, and then we ran into a lot of issues when I was trying to turn the key and there was absolutely no power to the truck. Long story short, guys, check out the other video if you want more details, but it just happened to be the battery cutoff switch. The bolt for the positive cable coming from the batteries to the switch, that bolt was loose for probably some time, and because the bolt was loose, the wire was free moving in there, and when you'd go to start the truck, it'd cause an arc, and it basically caused the washer and the nut to weld to the bolt, and because it was welded in place, that cable was just constantly loose at all times. So it cost me a little bit to get everything done and fixed and replaced. But after getting it done, I've been back on the road. I think I've put probably about 4,500, maybe 5,000 miles on it since then. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know off the top of my head, but I haven't had an issue with it. I turn the key, we let it cycle, and then the second I go to crank it, it's vroom, and it turns over really quick. Really happy with that on the other side here. So yeah, guys, that is my, I guess, 150,000 mile review. I've done that in not that long of time, actually in a very, very short amount of time here. I'm pretty happy with my truck so far. Guys, again, it's a 2016 Volvo VNL 780. It's great. I love it. I haven't had any issues. There's no rebuild on it yet. There's no anything crazy. We've had to replace a few parts and do a few things. I think I've probably put, I don't know, honestly, not that much money into it over the past year. But I'm pretty happy with it. Everything has worked out pretty well. But yeah, there was a couple walking by. They were over here just watching me do the video. I looked over and I saw them and I was like, oh God, I've got an audience. That happens from time to time. I don't really expect it when I'm out in not Grand Canyon, but damn close to it when it comes to the views. But anyways, all right, so I'm gonna sit back for a little bit, finish this sunset. Guys, I want to thank you all for checking out this video. We're going to be doing a 700,000 mile, maybe I might do 700,000 because that's what I'm about to roll through in a few weeks. But for right now, I'm going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to catch the sunset. If you do want to get into this free giveaway of the PlayStation 4 Pro, and guys, yes, the PlayStation 5 is coming out, but there are some delays on it. I will probably do one of those later on, just in case you're wondering why I'm doing the 4, if you're a video game guy. But anyways, if you want to get involved with that, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about where I'm at with my vehicle. Some of the issues. I'm probably going to have a few people tell me that I overpaid on a few things. That's perfectly fine. Did what I had to do to get back on the road, and I'm pretty happy with it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of this. It's about to go down, and I will, as always, see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place Never wanna have no bars. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around.